Hi there and welcome to another exciting episode of the Modeller's Emporium with your host Andy Fettis. That's me behind the screen here. So you may ask yourself, what's this idiot doing this time? Well, hopefully it's something I've been thinking about for a while, and it's something I don't think anybody else on YouTube or anything like that has done. So what am I going to do? Well, have a look at this. This is an old decal sheet, if I turn it around the right way so you can see it, from Tamir, part of the Crop Prots set, and obviously you've got license plates here. But what's missing on the license plate that makes it a little bit more authentic when you do your models? Well, sometimes, and it doesn't mean it was every single time, but they had markings. So they had German postal markings on there, and as you can see from, I'm going to insert pictures into this video, you'll see what I mean. So how would we achieve this in modelling form? So, well, we could do that by, first of all, getting some red paint, obviously. Red paint, brilliant. And this is WW2 70909 Vermilion, which is a bit of a lighter than the normal red, which comes out perfectly. So how are we going to be making those little circles? Well, what I've got here is some hollowed out tube. I don't see, you can see that very well, but the sides I've scribed out with a very sharp knife are very thin, so I try and keep these, you know, closely guarded so they don't get damaged. And there's that one, a bigger one, and there's also a smaller one. And of course this is also scrap rod, if I can turn it round, because it's so fiddly I can't grab hold of it. So there's that one there, it's a tiny little piece there. Again, you can't see it, but what I will do is I shall demonstrate in a second and go from there. So, okay, we've got how, let's turn it around slightly over here. This technology in it. Got some water. I'm going to thin the paint out a little bit in case it doesn't gloop up. Like so. So you've got quite a thin covering there. Okay, let's place that down. So what are we going to do is we're going to first of all dip, because it's going to be the easiest probably to see, that bit there into the paint, like so. And then what we're going to do is going to transfer it onto this bit of paper now, down here. Because if you put it on straight away onto your decal sheet, it's going to blob. Alright, perhaps it's not going to blob. And perhaps it's not wet enough. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, the advances we get these days at doing this. There we go, that's better. No, it's not. Let's do that bit there. So we got one. That's better. There. What you have to do is you'll have to sort of practice at this to get these little circles, like so. So we'll choose the one in the middle. That looks good enough, doesn't it? Get yourself a very thin brush. This is a 5.0 or 5 zeros, whatever it is. And then what we're going to do to this 5.0 is just do a line across in the middle and a blob underneath. So now what you've got is you've got something like that. That's the one in the middle here. Where's my brush coming up? Probably this way. There we are. Look at this. So you've got one in the middle, and where they go on obviously the license plate. The bigger one goes on the fatter one, which is the rear plate itself. So that'll be going in the corner here. and perhaps over there. And the smaller one was quite often put on that little dash behind the Wehrmacht, WH, and then the numbers. So what we do now is hopefully we shall transfer this onto the bit of paper so you can see a little bit better like that. Right, okay, so let's go again with this little bit of awkward sodding bloody thing. Let's dip it in a bit of water so we get a bit more coverage on there. Let's go. That's better. No, it's not. Let's dip it in again. There we are. See, it's even trial and error doing it with this. So when you get around to do it, if you obviously want to do it, then it's going to be trial and error for you too. So let's make a bit more gloopy on there and see how that goes. That's looking good. Right, we're going to bite the bullet and place it on there. Oh, bit of a cock up there. Never mind. Go on there. That's okay. So now what you've got on here is you've got your marking. Well, don't worry, they did come out like that sometimes. And then we're going to go back into our paint again. Come on, paint, play the game. We're going to go line across like so. Then we're going to do a splodge underneath. So there we go. So that looks better. What I'm going to do is going to do one more just to show you on this side here. See if we can get it better. But like I say, it does take a little bit of practice. And maybe if I wash it off with a bit of tissue, then it will be somewhat better. So let's grab a bit of tissue. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm gone, won't you? There we go. Right, so let's get this going again. So splodge of paint over here. See how it looks on there. That looks good, so we're going to do it again. Splodge down onto there. That's not so good. That one's better. Yeah, just got a little splodge around the side there. So again with the paint, come across with the paint brush, do a little marking on there. And like so. Yeah, that one was a bit shit. This one over this side. So that one's the best one, I think, on there. If you can get it like that, that'd be good. Obviously I'm not that good, or getting it like it. So okay, right then. So let's try one more time, shall we? It's going to be a bit more of a thingy. It's going to go like that. You're just getting the paint off of it. There's a bubble underneath. Right, go. That's better. One on the other side. That's better. Okay, so there we go. That's much better. Happy with that. That's the effect I wanted to get. So we're going to put an eagle thing across here. Underneath. Just a splodge. And I'm going to go one across here as well, so it just looks a little bit like that. So it looks just like the eagle on the thingy. Okay, so what we're going to do now is don't forget to wash these off afterwards. Get a bit of paint. Going to go on the smaller one. We're going to go like so. Well, that was almost perfect straight away. So get my bit more paint, splodge it on there. Right, so it's coming down as a big bubble, and this one should be the one. There we go. And again, let's utilise this wet paint on there. Like so. So there we go. On here, you've got the top ones up there, and really the dash is going to make the eagle disappear anyway, so you can just leave it as it is. So there you go. Takes a little bit of practice, but it's just an idea for you guys. My favourite one is the one down here. If I can show it to you properly on there, that's the absolute favourite on there. Can't really zoom in that well, but there you go. That's the idea of how to do it. And of course these ones are a bit smaller, so you can just play around with it. Practice yourself. Don't forget, it was only obviously red paint. It's only this hollowed out bit of tubing I had here. I think it was that was like, I think it's green stuff, or is it evergreen? That's it, evergreen. You're not green stuff, stupid boy. And this was just a bit of styrene rod that I've hollowed out very carefully, and that's got a nice little hole in the end of that. Like I say, the sides are really thin, so when you come to wash the paint off, you know, just bearing in mind that you're going to have to be a bit careful so you don't actually crush it. So, end of video. Sorry about the snotty nose there. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, I don't think anyone has done this before, so someone's going to come along and do it better now, which is great. Which is, I don't mind, but I know I was first. Anyway, this is Andy Fettis from the Models Emporium, wishing you a very good night. Good night.